Hey Hawks, it's Wednesday, April 22nd, 2020. I'm Kurt, and this is our first episode of Social Distancing Hvtv. We will be having one episode every few weeks for you to stay updated on Hillview. We hope everyone is staying safe, healthy, and remembering to wash their hands and practice good hygiene. To start our episode, we have a few ideas for those of you that feel like there's nothing left to do. You could start by learning a language on Duolingo. Why not improve your language skills by learning a foreign language? Plus, it would be a great way to show off to your friends when you get back next year. You can get the app on your school iPad off of self-service. Another great idea is to redecorate your room. Get creative with your organization and decoration. Here's a great idea. Make a vlog of your time at home to share with your friends and family. It can be as simple as your daily routine, but feel free to make it whatever you want. And if you want, you can submit your vlog to Hvtv videos. That is tinyurl.com/hvtv videos, and then get aired on Hvtv. The next idea is to create a journal or diary and write about your thoughts each day. In a few decades, your writing could be written in a history book. Think about that. Or write some stand-up comedy to perform to your family. They will definitely appreciate a good laugh in these stressful times. You can make your very own quarantine mask. Here's a helpful video from Parker on how to do that.
Having trouble finding a mask online? Well, no worries. Here's a way to make one on your own. To do this, you only need 5 things: scissors, a pen, a measuring tape, cloth, and a sewing machine or a sewing kit. The first step is easy. Measure an 11 by 12 inch cloth and cut it out. You can use the pen to mark your measurements to make it easier when cutting. Once you have finished cutting the 11 by 12 inch cloth, fold it over on the shorter side in half to make a rectangle. For this next step, you're going to need a sewing machine, or if you don't have one, you can use a sewing kit. Sew all of the sides except the one that you folded. Once you have finished sewing, fold the shorter side over about 1.5 inches. Then sew and do the same for both sides. When you finish, it should look something like this. Now you're going to need the elastic. Push the elastic through on both sides. The elastic should be between 8 and 9 inches, but is mostly preference. Once you've pushed the elastic through, tie it in a knot, and then move the knot inside the fabric so that you don't see it and it looks much nicer. Now do the same for both sides. That was the last step, so now you should have a finished, stylish mask to help protect yourself from the COVID-19. Stay healthy.
Thanks, Parker, for that great tutorial. If you're still bored, check out the Hawk's Nest newsletter for some great content from your very own ASB. This newsletter features polls, photo contests, music recommendations, and so much more. It also features some great news stories from the news. That was a very odd sentence. Did you know that the shelter-in-place order is helping the environment? Ever wonder what bugs taste like? Want to know what one college student did to help the deaf and hard of hearing? Read the Hawk's Nest newsletter to find out. You can find it on the school-wide Google Classroom page. Finally, you could watch a movie! Already out of good movies to watch? Well, you're in luck because we have some great recommendations for you. Our movie tip is the Disney movie The Emperor's New Groove. This movie, often described as the most underrated Disney movie of all time, follows the comic adventures of the self-absorbed Emperor of the Incas. After getting fired, Kuzco's trusted advisor, Yzma, turns Kuzco into a llama. That sounds weird. And throws him out of the castle in order to reclaim his throne. But he is forced to cooperate with a lowly peasant. This movie is arguably one of the funniest Disney movies out there. And it's a great movie to watch with the entire family. Now, to finish off our show, we have some special announcements from Mr. Chu and Mr. Houg. Roll it, crew!
Hey, hello Hawks, Mr. Houg here. This is my daughter Abigail. Can you say hi, Abigail? Hi. And I wanted to say how much we miss you, how much your energy, your enthusiasm, and getting to see your smiling faces every day really defines our jobs at Hillview. And so during this time, it's not ideal because we don't get that energy from you. So number one, I wanted to say we miss you. Number two, I wanted to acknowledge that we're going through a really challenging time. Not just individually in our families, but also in our communities, in our nation, and worldwide right now. So we will get through this, and I want to remind us all that going through difficult times like this and finding ways for us to adjust and make the most of our situations is what defines resilience. It's not that we immediately figure out the best thing to do and the right way to act, but it's about using this as an opportunity to figure out how to be more self-directed and how to thrive and survive in a time when we are missing the institution and those people who help make our education successful each and every day. Take care and be well.
All right, good morning, Hawks. Mr. Chu here with some morning announcements and reminders. Want to let everyone know that we are here in case you have any questions. We want to make sure we fully support this new venture into distance learning. We know you're all doing the best that you can. Continue staying healthy. Continue checking your digital platforms like Google Classroom, Edmodo, and PowerSchool, and just continue being the best version of yourselves. Every day we have plenty of choices to make, and we always want to tell our students to choose wisely.
Well, that's all for this week's episode, Hawks. But of course, before we sign off, we have a joke! Why didn't the sun to go to college? It already had 1,000,000 degrees! Now, on behalf of everyone in the Hawk Talk News team, make it a great day or not. The choice is always yours.